got it.
Alright? Shalom. First and foremost, give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakah Kodash. Double honors to the apostle, great millstone, and salutations to you brothers, push the word, the truth, and the sincerity. Alright? We out here once again to prophesy the downfall of America. Alright? And the great influx is coming, man. Alright? And we in the last days, we have Yahweh Shai is raising up his men. Okay, and his spirit is pouring upon all flesh. All right. So, matter of fact, you give me come. All right. Because Yahweh Shai is taking down this queendom, man.
This queendom. It's
Okay?
funny. God.
He's breaking his man without hands. Matter of fact, let me get this. This is
I got something when you done.
Con, go ahead with you.
Con.
I'll get this.
This is Isaiah chapter 30 verse Slakia. Chapter 13 verse 1. It says the burden of Babylon which Isaiah the son of Amos did see. Lift ye up a banner upon the high mountain. Exalt the voice unto them.
Hey,
Shake.
and this the banner, man. The banner is the Bible. All right? That's why we come out here with the 12 chart saying to let you so-called Negro, Latino, and Native Americans know that you are the true biblical Israelites according to the Bible. Whether you hear or forbid. All right? And we in Babylon, man. Ancient, spiritual Egypt, Sodom.
Con.
And this is Babylon all over again, man. Why? Because this is the land of confusion.
Yep.
And we out here to lift up our standard again, our heritage that was taken away from us to get back to our people. To give those dry bones, the flesh, the sinews, and ultimately that breath was the truth.
Con.
Okay? Go ahead.
Because what you just said was spiritual, man. It says to give our people the breath and the sinews, all right? That flesh put back on their bones, because when you read Isaiah, I think it's 10, it said they look like putrefying wounds, all right, sores that without ointment. You know, these people are just dead, man. They walking dead. Spiritually, they're destroyed. You know.
That's right.
It says, it says verse 2, Isaiah 13, verse 2. Lift ye up the banner upon the high mountain, exalt the voice unto them, shake the hand that they may go into the gates of the nobles.
Hey, and we shaking the hand these people, man. And we out here telling our people to stop living the way of the heathen.
Yep.
Stop following these heathen customs. Following these heathen customs is going to get you deaf, man. Hey, before the Lord takes down the kingdom, he always sets up his prophets, man. According to Jeremiah 28:8, man.
Okay.
We're doing the same thing that the prophets did back in old, man. Okay? That's how you know this man is finished. Because the Lord has raised up his prophets that has been of old, man. Okay?
I got scripture for you. This is Ezekiel 3:19. Yet if thou warn the wicked, and he turn not from his wickedness, nor from his wicked way, he shall die in his iniquity.
Yep.
So that's what we out here trying to do. We're trying to warn you, trying to give you an understanding, trying to make the scriptures that you've been taught for so many years the wrong way, and don't want to believe it because it's so fucked up, that it's actually for you, and that it's got a salvation and a kingdom at the end of it, but it's only for the elect. We can only wake up to the elect. The 2/3 is going to be destroyed anyway.
That's right.
Okay? He shall, okay. Yet if thou warn the wicked, and he turn not from his wickedness, nor from his wicked way, he shall die in his iniquity. But thou hast delivered thy soul. So, at the end of the day, like I said, what we try to do, like you said, come and stand in our lot and try to work the deliverance that we need to be doing. Because the scripture said we're going to have to be out here doing the will of the Father and the Son to even have a shot at it, to even have a chance at it. And it's actually been predestined, but because we don't know, that's how come we out here in the snow.
Yep.
Okay.
I had something, you said something real quick, right?
Yeah,
Daniel 12:13. But go thy way till the end be, For thou shalt rest, because the prophets died back then, and stand in thy lot at the end of the days. And that lot is the judgment. We're standing out here doing what we did before, man. Hey, we knew the name of the Lord back then. Why? Because the name has returned back unto us. Now, whether we're going to be saved, we'll find out, which is see.
Yeah.
All right, well, we have to endure to the end. Okay?
All right, what you got?
Oh, no, you keep going. Oh, you use those into that?
Okay.
How was Isaiah 13?
Okay, again, when a righteous man doth turn from his righteousness and commit iniquity, and I lay a stumbling block before him, he shall die. Because thou hast not given him warning, he shall die in his sin, and his righteousness which he have done shall not be remembered.
So guess what? Hey, we gotta warn each other, man. You gotta keep your brother on point, man.
Yeah, go on.
And if you see your brother slipping and falling and you don't tell him, guess what? That blood, hey, the Lord gonna set a stumbling block to make him fall. But guess what? You're gonna be responsible for that, because that blood is on your hands, man. Okay? Hey, not only are we here to take rebuke and to rebuke others, but you're supposed to take the rebuke and get rebuked too, man.
That's right.
Because guess what? We're in the flesh. So you're going to make certain mistakes, you're going to slip at certain times. But the job of a prophet is to warn you and to keep you on point, man. All right? And for those who we do warn and don't even turn from their way, guess what? Our hands is clean.
Right.
All right? The Lord going to deal with you because you harden your heart, man. You refuse to listen.
Okay. And he said that his righteousness which he have done shall not be remembered, but his blood will I require at thy hand. So like the brother said, his blood is going to be at our hands. It's going to be on our hands because we didn't do what we were supposed to do. So we've got a multifaceted job that we got to be responsible for. We got to come out here and do what the Lord tells us to do, and take the cloak of the 2/3 away from him, so he don't say he don't know.
I got a precept.
And then we got to come out and then we got to keep our brothers as best we can on track in the process of.
That's right.
Heavy burden, but we got to bear it. Because it says, he said there was two rules: love thy father with all thy heart, with all thy might, with all thy soul. And then the second part of that commandment was love thy brother and you love yourself. That's right.
This is Leviticus chapter 19, verse 17. It says, thou shalt not hate thine brother in thine heart. Thou shalt in any wise rebuke thy neighbor and not suffer sin upon him. All right, because it says, thou shalt not hate thine brother in thine heart. Why would you hate your brother, your kinsman? All right, we come out here and when we rebuke these people, we don't speak to the heathen. Hey, I got to get right. You know, we're rebuking our own people. That's why we hate the nigger woman. If we didn't hate you, I mean, if we did not love you, we wouldn't come out here and rebuke you.
You wouldn't give a fuck.
We wouldn't give a fuck.
That's like if you a parent, you could have 50 kids at the park. But guess what? The one you go deal with is the one that's yours.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay? You go tell them the word. Well, and if your kid tell you, well, he didn't get in trouble, I ain't responsible for him. I'm responsible for you.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yep.
So
that's the
go
point.
ahead.
No, that was the point.
So go ahead, out.
God. It says,
real quick.
Go ahead.
This Revelations 3:19. As many as I love, I rebuke and chasten. Be zealous therefore and repent. And this is how it shall speak.
Right.
So that's real love, man. Not that touchy feeling you get from the world, man.
Right.
All right? The real love is rebuking and correcting your brother.
That's right.
It said you should not hate thy brother in thy heart. So guess what? If you know what to do is right, and you won't warn that brother, then you actually hate that brother.
You hate him, yeah. That's like what niggas do when they in the world, like, yeah, he gonna get fucked up because of this. I'm gonna just let him get fucked up. Yeah, you know, that's that plotting. That's that plotting and scheming.
Yeah. Hey, as I say, I'm guilty by not. You know how it says you're guilty by association, or you're guilty by default.
Yep.
You're guilty by default in this scenario. You know, we come out here and we try to tell our people who their heritage is and how they're supposed to be trying to live, and give them and tell them, you know, you don't get to the kingdom of heaven without having some accountability.
Yep.
You got to have some accountability. Your life has got to have some accountability, that you understood what the Lord was saying and you try to adhere your life as best you could to that on some level. But our people don't want it. Okay, and I got a scripture to back that up. This is in that same, this is Ezekiel 2 and 3. He said, and he said unto me, Son of man, I send thee to the children of Israel.
So, hey, the Lord people is the children of Israel, man.
Yep.
So-called Negro, Latino, and Native Americans. And also confusion of face, because why the seed of Israel has been spread to the four corners of the earth. That's who we out here for.
That's
Yep.
it.
Point blank, period.
Point blank period.
That's it, like you said. And you saw that even in the movie Stealth with Jamie Foxx. They was flying these so-called futuristic jets and shit. And he was over there in Thailand somewhere, beautiful ass Oriental female that couldn't speak a lick of English. Jamie was like, and he said it, you don't know what I'm saying, but you can see it in his face. I'm gonna figure out how a way to get you to understand almost with that box. Okay? So wherever we got spread, if there's a woman, and they go try to figure out how to spread her.
Exactly.
Right.
Okay?
That's right.
Okay? So we gonna come back looking like some of everybody. So for all you Black Panthers, Black Power Israelites that don't understand that this confusion of face that the scriptures talk about means that we gonna come back looking like some of everybody.
That's right.
Okay? So you one trick pony show, motherfuckers. You know you're not preaching 100% truth. That's a stumbling block.
Yeah, because the mystery of the confusion of face, that's a stumbling block to these Christians.
Hey.
And to even Israel, man.
That's right.
Because you got the BOIs, the black only Israelites.
That's right.
man.
That's
Oh,
it.
God.
John
Oh.
Shaft, motherfucker.
Yeah, every Israelite ain't gonna look like John Shaft. All right, you gonna have, cause he tell you that, matter of fact, he hold Revelations 7 and 9.
7 and 9.
Yep.
Hey, what's that scripture when it's about the natural man can't discern?
Discern the things that's spiritual.
Is that 1
It's in
Corinthians?
somewhere. I'll get it for you.
All right. So, and he said unto me, Son of man, I send thee to the children of Israel,
Right.
to a rebellious nation that have rebelled against me.
And our people is hard-headed. Matter of fact, that same chapter, I think, but keep reading. The next verse say hard-headed and stiff-necked.
Yeah. Right. They and their fathers have transgressed against me even until this very day.
So our people still going off, man.
Still.
Cause guess what? You were your fathers back then, man.
That's right.
Hey, cause believe it or not,
Third or fourth generation.
that's right, Pop. Hey, cause believe it or not, the things you did in the past, cause the Lord said, what's that? Ecclesiastes 1:9.
Right.
There's nothing new under the sun.
Come.
And also the Lord requires that which is past. So when you came back on earth, the life that you lived, whether it's hard, easy, or however it was, that's your judgment that was received when you died before.
Yep.
That's right.
And you're coming back to receive your judgment on this time, man.
That's right. That's right. Like Yahweh Shai.
Exactly.
He had no more lifetimes that he was going to have to come back as Yahweh. Excuse me. He had no lifetimes that he was going to have to come back after the death of him dying as Yahweh Shai.
Come.
So all the built up sins that he had to pay the price.
Yep.
As Adam, he was promised thorns.
Yep.
So
That's
they put a crown of thorns on him. Okay. He said he'd be beat with many stripes.
I was just finna say that.
Told David that about him. Said, your son, he's gonna be your son, but I'll beat him with men.
That's actually when Nathan came. When he told Nathan he was gonna build him the house,
Right.
and then the Lord came to Nathan and was like, "What house should you build to me?" He said, "I'm gonna tell your son to build the house,
Right.
and if he trespass against me, he's gonna be beaten with the rods of men."
Right. That's
You
right.
know, and if you go back in history, Solomon was never beaten with the rods of
Solomon
men.
never was beat.
You know?
Solomon died a king.
He died a peaceful life.
He died a peaceful life.
That's it.
Yeah.
So like I said, all those two times that Yahweh Shai is known in the scripture have gone off. He paid what was proclaimed that was gonna happen to him. Happened in that last time because he wasn't gonna come back and live out another life and have to pay for them sins. So that life of Yahweh Shai, he had to go on to deal with all that. Okay? And shed his blood. So that we can have a possibility at it.
Yep, for grace.
Go ahead, on.
Revelations.
Oh no, you want me to finish reading this?
I have something for you real quick.
Yeah, 7 and 9.
This 1 Corinthians.
Oh, come on, yeah.
1 Corinthians 2 and 13. I'll start at 12. 1 Corinthians 2 and 12. Now we have received not the spirit of the world, but the Spirit which is of the Most High.
Because the spirit of the world is what? When you read the book of 1 John 2:14, it says the spirit of the world is enmity with the Most High. It's the lust of the flesh, the lust of the eyes, and the pride of life. We haven't received that spirit.
You have the friendship with the world.
Exactly, because we don't have that spirit, obviously, because we wouldn't be out here doing what we're doing if we had the spirit of the world on us.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly. I was telling the brother out on the line yesterday that, you know, I was walking through the hallway with a guy at work, you know, and you know, we chop it up from time to time. You know, he ain't into the truth or anything, so we just chop it up on the carnal level, just, you know, talking a little shit back and forth, this, that, and the other.
Conversing.
And conversing. And it went from like jiving and just kicking it to this guy walked up to us and they greeted each other, and he went from jive to straight proper English, sounding like a white guy. This, that, and the other, blah, 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 blah. I was like, damn, okay, I mean, I know you're versatile. I'm versatile like that too, okay? But but after they got through greeting each other, we stepped off, I looked at old boy and I said, damn, that was kind of white bread, you know what I'm saying? You know, and I wasn't saying that as in him. I'm like, damn, what made it flip, you know what I'm saying? He said, yeah. I said, that was kind of white bread. He said, yeah, he's married to a white man. I'm like,
wait, the dude was married to a white man?
The dude that greeted us, like me and you walking, right? Yeah. He kicking it. But
the dude,
he walks up, and you flip into total Caucasian mode of
Braxton.
Braxton. Right. You flip into that, and when he walks off, I look at you and I said, damn, that was white bread. Right. And you say, yeah, he's married to a white man.
That's bugged out, bro.
So that's why you said we ain't with that shit.
We ain't with that shit.
We ain't with that.
Even if I do gotta be proper, I ain't finna change my voice. Shit. I mean, I pronunciate my words.
I've done the flip flop, and I understand. I understood that part. I mean, I wasn't shocked at him being able to flip into the mode, because you got to be able to. Hey, you got to be able to flip into the mode. That's what Paul was versatile like that.
Yeah.
Paul understood that the Pharisees think one thing and the Sadducees think one thing, and he took that resurrection doctrine and flipped them, made them fight among themselves with that. So you got, go ahead.
Yeah, because Paul said, I became all things to all men.
That's right. So
I might gain some.
That's it. Yep. So I ain't mad at him for him being able to flip. I'm just talking about the ultimate outcome of that whole conversation was, oh, this is a wicked ass motherfucking kingdom, and I wouldn't have looked at this dude and thought that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel it.
So it's just so fucked up. So that's what we saying about this. We ain't with this fucking kingdom.
No, hell no.
This kingdom has got so much shit that's fucked up and sideways on it that we ain't with it. We ain't with it on no part. And see, they try to get you to say, okay, well, you ain't with it, but do you condemn it? Yeah, I condemn it.
Hell yeah.
I condemn it, because if I don't condemn it, I condone it. If I condone it, I'm with it by default.
It was like this girl yesterday. I came out of my apartment. She was like, hey, excuse me, you got a lighter? I said, no, I ain't got no lighter. And I was just like, she was like, yeah, I need to light my blunt real quick. I'm like, just light it on your stove. Your stove got fire. She's like, nah, my stove out right now. Can I use your stove? I said, no, I can't condone that. You know, I don't smoke nothing, so I can't be with that. You know, I can't help you out with that. She was like, well, okay. I was like, yeah, I can't condone that. I'm sorry. Right. You know, because if I actually would have helped out smoking that blunt, I would have been in hand with her wickedness. You know. But yeah, we not with this world, man, because the world, the lust of the eyes, the pride of life, all right, the lust of the flesh, those are things with the world, man. And it says, the book of Timothy says, no man that warreth entangle himself to the affairs of this life. The affairs of this life is the pride of this world. Let's keep going.
All right, what you got, son?
It's back in 1 Corinthians 2:12. It said, now we have received not the spirit of the world, but the Spirit which is of the Most High, that we might know the things that are freely given to us of the Most High. Hey, so the Spirit that's coming upon us, that Spirit of truth, man. That's why we able to discern the scriptures, precept upon precept, line upon line. Yeah. That's why we know right from wrong. Yeah. All right. That's why we're not with the things of this world, man.
That's right. When it said freely, it didn't mean like literally free. It meant free as in like we don't have to pay for it. pay money and bribes and things like this. It's not free. It bought with a price.
Here's a 30-second breakdown. Said 1995 for the DVD. You get the entire
exactly
breakdown. You get the entire lesson.
It means